You are actually a anomaly.
Yeah, something like that. Because I don't.
He's a
get
phenomenon.
Yeah. I think you were really born to do bodybuilding.
Yeah,
I mean, in every capacity.
Yeah. I was touched by God to be one of the greatest bodybuilders on the planet.
Percentage of having an elite bodybuilding physique is lifting versus nutrition versus like stretching versus like water intake. Like if you were to make a pie, like what would the slices look like with all of the different equations that fall into having an elite bodybuilding physique?
60% is from the food. 30% is from the workout. And the rest is everything else combined in there. Sleep and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Stretching.
Because I used to think, if I'm in the gym working out and lifting as heavy as I possibly can, with doing a certain number of reps while I'm doing it, that I would get big. I thought that would be it. But come to find out, the size comes from eating. And I learned that the hard way when I had to kind of like stuff myself. And it was real hard to do at first. And my body kind of adjusted and I got used to it.
Was there ever a period of time where the eating and the nutrition was harder than the working out?
Yeah.
It was harder.
That was the time that was harder than the working out. When I had to eat all that food. Like when I went from 10 ounces to 12 ounces to 16 ounces, that's when it was harder than working out and everything else.
How does your stomach expand so quickly to not
wanting to
throw up or something?
It didn't expand quickly. It took a long time for me to do that. It took probably about two or 3 months for my stomach to expand or whatever, to get used to that.
There comes a certain point if I'm eating, let's say I go to like all you can eat sushi in Vegas. Right?
I love that.
Like I'm going there and I always end up.
I've been to many of those.
Yeah, so
I end up ordering more than I can eat, obviously, and I'm pushing myself because I don't want to get charged for the extra sushi.
Yeah.
I'm pushing myself to eat the sushi, and it's to a point where I'm like, if I have another piece, I'm going to throw up. And I don't know what happens if I push through that wall because I never have. I usually try to get someone else to eat it. What is it like? Do you ever throw up from eating so much food? Or your body can do it?
I've never.
It can always do it.
Yeah, you can always do it. Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was in college, they used to have these all-you-can-eat places. It was like $1.
They hate it when you come in.
They lose money on that.
They're like, no, we can't serve you.
It was $1 all-you-can-eat pizza. And man, I would eat so much.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, and I'd be stuffed, and I'm like, man, I can eat some more because all I got to do is go in the bathroom and do some push-ups, some sit-ups, and I can eat some more.
Some sit-ups on a full stomach?
On the floor of a bathroom?
Dirty?
I did that.
You did that?
I did that.
To get in more pizza.
Get in more pizza.
Just because you had to eat more for the
Because I wanted to eat more.
You wanted to eat more. That's a want, not a need.
I'm going to get my dollar's worth.
Literally $1's worth. What do you think about?
Time was tough.
What do you think about Liver King's diet of eating just like raw meat?
I still find that hard to believe.
You don't believe that he eats only that?
No.
Really?
I didn't think that was possible.
So what is he missing in his diet? Some
I don't know
carbs,
what
maybe?
he's missing. I don't know how he can do it. I know I could never do it. I don't think I could do it if my life was on the line.
So he had his chef prepare us meat, and I said, how fresh is this? He says, well, this morning the meat was alive. And we're like doing a podcast in the evening, and that morning, just knowing that animal was living this morning, and now it's not, tripped me out. But he had us eating every bit of the animal, from the heart to the kidney,
testicles.
liver.
Oh, no, I couldn't do it.
Honestly,
it's hard for me to eat vegetables.
It really wasn't that bad. It kind of tastes like sushi, but a little bit worse.
Oh, no.
It was salty.
The thought of would make me kind of throw up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it almost made me throw up.
The bone marrow was really gross. That one, and also the kidneys, because they filter, everything.
Possible I could do it. None. No way. I'm still shocked and amazed when I see that. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it many times, and I still don't get it.
Do you have any advice for any young aspiring bodybuilders or people that want to get in shape? Maybe they don't quite have the motivation that you do to get in the gym consistently. What do you recommend to those people?
Well, I mean, there's no other way to get in shape besides, going to the gym and eating a real healthy diet. But the best advice I give somebody is what I've learned, that bodybuilding is all about knowledge. And the more you have, the better off you're going to be. So I try to tell somebody, each and every bodybuilder that comes up to me and asks me, how do I become better? And how do I get to, to where you are? Well, I learned from experience, I didn't know anything at all about bodybuilding when I got into it. Nothing. Didn't know how to diet, pose, and nothing. But people taught me this stuff. So I just tell people, find somebody who's very knowledgeable and who have proved it. They have proved it. They have these certain champions that they can show you that they've given these people these diets and they've gone on and become champions from what they've taught them.
Yeah.
Find somebody like that, and that's how you become a champion.
What is the most amount of pain that you've ever felt? Was it maybe like a pinched nerve from a herniated disc? Was it maybe a specific lift where you pushed yourself extremely hard? Or was it working like in the cotton thing, picking out the plants?
That wasn't pain. That was
it was probably mental anguish.
Yeah, that was mental anguich more than anything. But pain, man, that's kind of hard to say, because I remember when I broke my toe.
Oh man, that was not.
Did you drop a weight on your toe?
Stepped on a Lego.
You dropped a 200-pound weight on your toe?
Some guy that was lifting it did, and that was painful. That was.
How does it not crush your toe?
Yeah,
exactly.
It would just be decimated.
You think, but it didn't. It broke it, and that was about it. But that was a lot of pain to go through. I did that twice. Broke both of them.
How heavy were the weights?
One was 25 pounds. Broke it. I dropped it from the floor. When we dropped a 200-pound dumbbell, it was about from right here. It wasn't from up here. What like the 25 pound was. But those were pretty painful. That's the most pain. I remember when I herniated my disc. I mean, it wasn't that painful. And it made a lot of noise. Because I remember that, but I don't remember a lot of pain. Like when you dropped that 200-pound dumbbell on my toe, it was painful as hell, and it hurt like hell. Both times. Two of the most painful things that I've gone through.
Did you complete the workout?
Both times.
No. You did? Are you kidding me?
Just kept going.
Even with a broken toe?
The next day, I went and did squats.
Oh, my gosh.
Sure did squats, leg press, and everything. I did
press?
Yeah, sure did.
How do you not get sick? Like get a cold or like the flu or like some
high pain tolerance.
Do you feel sick but just go anyway, like just push through it, or do you just not get sick?
I've been sick 2 or 3 times in my life I can recall.
They must have been pretty bad though.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. One time was the time I moved into my new house, my first new house. I remember throwing up that time. And another time I was in the 8th grade, I remember throwing up that time. And those were only 2 times. Oh, one time I was on the airplane, I threw up. Those were the only 3 times in my life that I can remember throwing up. Yeah.
Do you just have like the perfect genetics?
Sounds
like a god tier genetics. Like, how are your children? Do they not get sick?
No, they get sick all the time.
They get sick.
So it's your one-off.
Yeah. I like a phenomenon that it only happens to every now and then.
I feel like someone should study you from like the discipline to the
they need to pull
genetics to
some
not
stem
getting
cells
sick.
from you and like
Yeah,
inject it
you
in
gotta be
everyone
the one
else.
donating stem cells, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.